I really love my office, but this is really embarrassing. Luckily, I have a 3D printer in hand, and now this is better. Brothers and sisters, this is Empti Desk, and in this channel I try to help people with the average income to invest smartly in tech. And in this video I'm improving my own office using my 3D printers, the Bambu Lab A1 and A1 Mini. So here is where I spend most of my time. It's where I used to do product marketing before and where I now create content for this channel. You will notice that the layout is a bit unusual. The desk is in the center of the room. That's because I use this treadmill to stay active while working, so I need to be able to pull it out and push it back easily. And my PC sits between my desk and my sim rig because it powers both setups. So this layout works for me, but as you have seen, it has created some problems. Cables everywhere, things are disorganized, and aesthetically speaking, it looks pretty generic. It feels like filming in a hospital room. So I 3D printed solutions in 3 categories: cable management, organization, and aesthetics. So let's start with the first one, which is cable management. This is crucial because I have a stand-in desk, and every time I adjust it or put my feet underneath, I'm touching or staring at this dangling nightmare. So I went with the Underware cable management system. It's modular, it's clean, and it's pretty genius. The creator has already released a V2 that is supposedly easier, but I already committed to the V1. As you can see, it took me some time to figure out the layout that I wanted, but once I used my 2 neurons at the same time, it all clicked together smoothly. Just a pro tip for you, don't be lazy like me. Actually flip your desk over and empty it completely before installing this. Otherwise, you will be doing some serious arm workouts and you will end up with wood debris in your eyes like me, trust me. Or at least wear goggles. Now, normally with this system, it's better to print custom holders for your power supplies. You just need to measure them and use the configurator to create a permanent solution. But I went with double-sided tape instead. Calm down, I know. But it's because I'm upgrading one of my monitors soon, and the rest thanks to the sponsors that I still don't have. So subscribe to help me get there. So I didn't want to print custom solutions for hardware that's about to change. I kept thinking by myself that I'm not following the system perfectly, but I had to remind myself that the goal here is not to create a masterpiece, but it is to make cables underneath my desk invisible. And therefore I can say for now, mission accomplished. I also added these cable chains that slot into each other. They guide cables up and down the desk leg, and they're pretty flexible, so when the desk moves, the cables move with it, and it's relatively easy to add new cables later on. Now, with the cables underneath the desk sorted out, I realized that I had another problem. This almost dead laptop powers all my LEDs and peripherals through this Dell dock, but it was just sitting there taking up space. So I printed a holder that mounts the Dell dock directly to my monitor arm. I routed the cables through the arm itself, and I made this vertical laptop stand to keep it out of the way. Now it's powered on, accessible but less annoying. Okay, now that the cable management is done, let's look at this disaster. My drawers look like I just threw things in and hoped for the best. So I went for the Gridfinity system. If you don't know what Gridfinity is, it's basically Lego for organization. You print modular bins in custom holders and they snap together on a grid. Just search Gridfinity plus whatever you need and there will probably be already a design for it. I printed various simple bins, a wrench management system, plus a custom holder for my DJI camera. And definitely this part was the most fun out of this whole project. And check out the result. This first drawer is for my most used items, and by the way, do you see my biggest flex? I have not 1 but 2 4GB RAM sticks just sitting there, so my financial future is secured. Anyways, the second drawer is for some accessories and the third one is for my tools. I really love the result. It's so satisfying now to store things. But I also needed quick access to certain daily use things, so I added these 3 mini drawers underneath my desk. And now I have my essentials right when I need them, within arm's reach. And it's super convenient. I also decided to print 2 holders, one for the tablet that I use for note-taking and this simple phone holder. Now I know what you're thinking, it's a simple holder, but here is the thing. I wanted to position my phone and tablet as far away from my hands as possible to stop the reflex of grabbing my devices every 2 minutes. Out of reach means out of mind. and way fewer distractions. So think about what distracts you the most and place it deliberately. Design your space to support better habits, not fighting against them. Okay, now my office is cleaner and more organized, but it still looks a bit too generic, right? I wanted this room to look like my space and not just some generic tech office. Something distinctive for my content here on Empti Desk, but also for my sim racing streams over here for Empty Garage. You should check that out too. The link is in the description below. So over here I added this. It's my favorite track, which is the Nürburgring Nordschleife map. This multicolor print is not super detailed, but I still love how it turned out. Now let's work on behind the desk. I made this a YouTube plaque for hitting 100 subscribers. I know that it's not something special in the YouTube scheme of things, but I wanted to celebrate the first 100 subscribers because it is the hardest milestone. That was me actually starting, taking the risk, and putting myself out there. So whether I hit 500 or 1 million subscribers, this will remain my favorite milestone because it meant the start of everything. And I want to thank you for getting me there. But as you can see, I messed this one up since I think I mixed PLA and PETG filaments and they don't always play nice together. But I decided not to reprint it and keep it as a time capsule. It will serve as a reminder of where I was in my 3D printed journey. And next to it we have the Porsche GT3 RS. For me, it is not a decoration, it is a reminder of my goals. So every time when I sit down to work, I see it. And now so will you, so help me get there. And I really recommend you to do the same. Print whatever represents your goals or interests and keep it in your peripheral view to remind yourself why are you doing what you are doing. And finally, I added this LED lamp. Just a little pop of color to make the desk feel more alive. So overall, here is the before and here is the after. Less cables, organized storage, and some personality. I can definitely say that after 3 days of using this new setup, I feel more productive and I am less distracted with everything that was around. And I actually enjoy more being here in this space. And a big part of this is thanks to the 3D printers. This is obviously not sponsored by Bambu Lab, but they make fantastic printers. The main drawback that I found with the A1 and the A1 Mini is that since they are not enclosed, I don't feel really well after 3D printing things in this office. So I will probably remove them from my office from now on. If you want to print something similar, the majority of these models are in the Maker World app. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and I hope to see you in the next video.